All right, well, it is week 5, officially the start of month 2, and we're going into the second month with a couple changes to
The Cornbread Joe Project, featuring Cornbread Joe as the big fat guy.
Look. First off, I think we've had a good month to get in the swing of things, getting our body used to working out and moving again, which is good. But now I think it's time to start something serious, which brings us to our first change, and that is a program. I'm going to start a probably 16, I think it's going to be 16-week sort of strength building, progressive overload block style program. And I'll lay that out for you and show you kind of how it's going to look. But yeah, we're going to get going with that. Along with that, I'm going to start logging my progress. I'm going to keep a little book, track my numbers, track my lifts, and just see how we're progressing. And when we get to the end, see how close we are to where we once were. Another big part of that, and speaking of the logging, is something that I have refrained from doing so far, which is weighing myself. When I first started, I wasn't planning on weighing myself. I was just going to go off vibes, just how I felt, feeling better. Is my clothes fitting, yada, yada, so on. And there's a reason for that, which is that I didn't want to know. I knew that if I weighed myself at the beginning, I would see that number and just probably not be able to forgive myself. But now I kind of want to track that, right? I want to see, maybe see a little bit of those tangible weight loss numbers and just maybe like get a total. Get a total amount of weight lost. It's not going to be like this. So yeah, we're going to do that. And then the third and probably the biggest adjustment that we're making to the Cornbread Joe project is the addition of some cardio. Yes, you heard me correctly. Cardio. I'm going to try and do a little bit of walking every day, do half hour of walking every day at least, just for starters, and then we'll go up from there. But yeah, it's time to get cereal. Today I wanted to do something a little different. I know I mentioned last video that all these recipes can be cooked inside and don't have to be done on the smoker, so today I thought I'd show that. We're taking some corn, shucking it, wrapping it in paper towels, and putting it in the microwave for 10 minutes to steam. Hi! Next, we're going to get some steaks ready. I'm using paprika, salt, garlic powder, and black pepper. Make sure you season both sides of your steak and the edges. Just ask Guga. And if you don't know how to do that, then I really can't help you. Chop up some bell peppers, julienne, I should say, which just means to cut into strips. It's not that complicated. By now our corn is ready, so we took it out of the microwave, burned the crap out of our hands, and got that ready to go on the stove. And yeah, like I said, you don't need a grill to do this. You can do this inside on your stovetop. Just make sure you turn on your fan, because it does smoke a little bit. Once you got a nice char on your corn, you're going to take it off and let it cool down a little bit so that you can handle it, and don't do what I do and burn yourself repeatedly, and just cut those kernels off. It's pretty easy. Just, yeah, as shown. So I am making a salad. Yes, a salad. Make sure that when you buy your lettuce, you get the lettuce with less plastic. This one had 36% less plastic, which is really cool. I've been trying to lower my microplastic dosages recently, so that was a really good find. Yeah, we're just putting our corn, bell peppers, lettuce in the salad and tossing it around. We're gonna make a little dressing. This is a cilantro lime vinaigrette. It's basically equal parts olive oil and red wine vinegar.
This thing sucks ass.
You're gonna want to attempt to use your garlic crusher that you bought and give up pretty much immediately because it's awful. And then add the juice of a couple of limes. And as you all know, my favorite ingredient is coming next, and that is cilantro. Yeah, I put that shit on everything. Blend it up, put it in a cutesy little container to save for later. And yeah, that's the dressing we're gonna use. I also forgot that I had bought a red onion. In the time it took me to throw that salad together, the steaks finished cooking. I just had those in the oven, got them up to about 115, took them out. Get some olive oil in the pan, heat it up. Make sure it's nice and hot and nice and coated in oil. Always lay your steaks away from you so that the oil doesn't shoot up at you, it shoots up away from you. Good tip. So we're just doing these fast and hot because they're already pretty much cooked. We just wanted to get a nice sear on them, nice crust, make them look pretty, and do some of that caramelization. And make sure you sear the sides, especially if you have a steak that has a big bit of fat, a good bit of fat running down the edge. You want to make sure that you render down that fat. So that's what I'm doing here. Sear the edges of my steak deliciously browned. Yum. All we got left now is to just plate it up and enjoy. So we're gonna get some of that salad we got mixed up, put some hard-boiled egg on it, a little bit of that vinaigrette on top, some avocado on the side, and I'm just gonna let the meat speak to you for a second. Add some of that steak to your plate and enjoy. This is a Cornbread Joe certified salad. One of the only, but more to come. I'm going to be honest, y'all. Today is one of those days where I do not want to be out here. Um, It's easy for me to get motivated to press because I like pressing and I'm good at pressing. So, um, yeah. But squats, on the other hand, are tough. It's not that I don't like squatting. No, it's I don't like squatting. I like the way it makes me feel. I like after I've squatted, I like having that feeling, but it sucks during. And I'm not as good at it as I am at pressing. So yeah, it's tough to motivate yourself to do things that you're not good at, obviously. But I was inside. Gillinor was calling, but then Tina called and said, "Get your ass outside and do squats, you bum." So here I am. Let's do it. Also, it's like 40 degrees out, so and I couldn't find my big hoodie, so we're a little chilly today. No hot tamale. The other thing about squats that differs from bench is so in bench, if I'm doing this, I'm benching 225. With squats, I have 225 on the bar, but there's also, all of this, what's being squatted too. So isn't this technically like a 350-pound squat instead of a 225? Maybe even 375? I don't know. Anyway, it's just a thought. Honestly, there probably are some nerds out there that have done that math, calculated the actual, what is it, like the moment of inertia, center of gravity, the amount of load bearing that your legs are actually doing during a squat, and how much of that is added by your upper body. But I'm not going to do that because I'm a cool guy. I'm not a nerd, I'm a cool guy. So, yeah, I was going to go for 8 there. And then on that sixth rep, I felt my knee go pop. So I didn't. I feel like the strength is there, and I'm going to keep going. Just going to give it a minute, but the strength is definitely improving. Not at sort of the same rate that my bench seems to be going up, but that's kind of how it's always been. It's always been this weird situation where I could squat more than I benched, like for a total amount or for a max, but the reps was always like, for instance, when I was benching 405, right, I could do 315 for 10 on bench, but I could only get 315 on squat for 5 to 6. But my bench was 405 and my squat was like 460, 470 for a 1 rep max. So I don't know. Bodies are weird. So here I was trying to do some new little, I don't know, some shit or other. And as you can tell, it didn't work. So sometimes things in life don't go the way you expect, but you just gotta reassess, readjust, figure something else out, which is what I did here. And so now just enjoy watching me try and maintain my balance and falling over and looking like an idiot. Fortnite Battle Pass. We're gonna stop there. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I'm in a bit of a weird mood. Lots going on. Lots to think about. A lot of pieces in play, as they say. So yeah, I'm just gonna whack some weight on the bar, do some incline bench, and move on. Make some dinner. Yeah, I ran out of the meal prep. The stuff was so good. We dominated it. So tonight I'll have to come up with some. But yeah, got some updates coming to the channel pretty soon. Nothing serious. Just hopefully a little better quality. Some quality of life improvements, as they say. Cyber Monday was good to me. But yeah, let's get it going. Cheers. So this was something really fun and really cool that happened this week, and I just wanted you guys to experience it as well. So enjoy. What's up, y'all? It's Saturday morning. We just came out for a little cafecito, but I just had something on my mind, something I had to get off my chest. Because the truth is that I've lied to you. This is an apology video. I have been doing all this and portraying to you the assumption that I am natty. And the truth is that I have been taking everything under the sun known to man. HGH, TRT, Trend, D-ball, anything. If you can take it, inject it, suppository it, I am on it. So I just really needed to let you guys know that I am roided to the gills. So if you were wondering, like, or I didn't want to portray the fact that this is a naturally obtainable physique. No, it's really, it is a problem. So that's something I'm working on, but I really needed to just tell you guys. So yeah.
If I should stay or be alone, won't you make up your mind? 'Cause I'm getting tired of overthinking every move you make, and I can help you decide who you're loving now, and how I'm not quite there somehow. My intuition says to give you up, but my heart can't easily let you go. I try to tell myself this isn't love, and I hate that I never really know if I should stay or be alone. I'm just waiting for the fire, but you won't even try to survive you.
This is a public service announcement from the Cornbread Joe Show to remind you to make sure that your microphones are on when you are recording audio. Anyway, what I'm talking about here is the fact that obviously the steroids thing was a joke. I am not on performance-enhancing drugs yet. But what I am also not doing is as much cardio as I said that I was going to be or should be doing. I did a few days worth, but definitely could have been better about it. So that's what, when I said that I had lied and been deceitful about something, it was that. I said I was going to do cardio and I didn't do very much.
If I should stay or be alone, I don't wanna be alone tonight. I'm just hoping that you'll be just right, and I hate that I never really know if I should stay or be alone.